the tax. And we are not just merely looking for a cancellation of the increase.
Why not? Right on.
I can't put the cap this on it. You have to buy something special.
Yeah, this I had to buy. This piece here, the screws on here.
That's all I have to do then.
Yeah, this little bit here. See who it's made by? Jobby.
Oh, okay. I'm going to do that because I got my kids.
Are you on YouTube? I'm with on YouTube. Tommy Temper.
Yeah, I see some. I see the one that you did the axe tax.
Oh yeah. It was that years ago. Yeah. So I'm on YouTube and Facebook. Tommy Temper.
Tommy Temper.
Yeah, just like that there.
Okay. Well, I'm gonna look it up. No, where you from?
Yeah, I do lots of podcasts and stuff like that. Fun stuff like evening shows, music, all kind of stuff, eh? Like it's a weird show.
So I pay attention to everybody that's on YouTube. Lab, Northern Perspective.
Right on.
I pay close attention.
Okay, this is not doing well here. Hey, how you doing there, Tom? Good to see you. Hi, guys. Good to see you. I'm Tommy Temper. Tommy Temper. Don't talk to me, man. Looking good. Looking all the way from the convoy, eh? Just here went to Ottawa twice on 2 different convoys. I got booted off Facebook. I got terminated. No, I did a live at the convoy in Ottawa, and there was probably an incident where there was some media that showed up there, and they got really hassled back by everyone, and they all ran. That video, Facebook terminated my account. Like inciting violence and stuff like that.
You get your back account fee?
No, I didn't get. No, I wasn't a leader or anything like that. I was just a participant.
Actually, I was a very good friend of Pat King.
Oh yeah.
I drove truck all of my life.
Yeah.
And if I still would have had my truck, man, I would have been there.
Right on.
But I.
The second one, right? The second convoy, you know who did start it?
Oh yeah. Oh, in fact, I was rolling with James, and then James said, remember the road is blocked? And so James and a whole bunch of us took a different route. We're going to go around it. So so I was leading the whole thing. We got a little bit out of radio range.
One of the
And
tools we
we
use
stopped.
to communicate
We
with
didn't
our
hear them.
government is rallies and protests, convoys, roadside demonstrations, and more. We also use petitions. And today we have a petition that reads as follows.
I know.
It's called
Like, I know a lot of
hashtag
the
cancel
details
the
there.
carbon tax. This is a petition to the government of
I
Canada.
didn't want to be a leader.
Whereas the carbon tax is making life unaffordable and contributing to hardship for many Canadians. Whereas it's time for the government of Canada to rein in spending and manage taxpayer dollars more responsibly. How many of you agree with that statement?
Yeah, I got to get these fans in here.
We, the undersigned, citizens and residents of Canada, demand that the carbon tax be cancelled in its entirety immediately. How many agree with that?
Axe the tax.
Well, then let me hear you. Axe the tax.
Axe the tax. Axe the tax. Axe the tax. That's CBC. Axe the tax.
Carbon tax in its entirety. That means completely.
Trudeau.
We don't need any of it. The majority of Canadians have already spoken. Just look at the polls. The polls have made it clear that the majority of Canadians are opposed to this carbon tax. It's time to get rid of it. How many agree with that? All right, well, keep on dancing, waving your signs. We're going to delay the start of our program a bit, and let's see if you can get some more honks.
I don't know. Down there, right? So yeah, lots going on. Axe Trudeau's stupid tax. He's going to change the climate. He wants it to be colder. We like it to be a little warmer. We like to be warm, not cold. Axe the tax and boot Trudeau. Boot Trudeau. Boot Rachel. Boot anyone. Boot that deadbeat thing there too, you know. They want to shut down oil. They want the carbon tax. They want to tax us to death. Meanwhile, the Liberals love to be taxed. Everyone else, not so much. Kevin Worthington there, Troy. Good to see you. We're at that Axe the Tax rally here in Edmonton. This is the big one. Axe that tax.
That's kind of, is that really standing?
Ladies and gentlemen, this is Mambo number 5.
Fake news, fake news. Fake news. Paid for by Trudeau. CBC, shame on you. You never report the real news. You twist it to the liberal narrative. Shame on you. Look, there's the mainstream media over there. That's your CBC hiding over there. They don't even show the CBC on their camera over there. They're actually hiding.
One of the ways we do that
That's
is
our
by
paid-for
going
media
to the
over there.
office and talking to the office staff. We've got people right now doing that. The phone numbers for the office are on the event poster that you viewed when you came to this event today. And what's interesting about MP Randy is he's actually got 4 different phone numbers because he's a minister and 2 different emails. So with Randy, there's so many ways to reach him, like 6 ways to reach him listed on the poster. I encourage each and every one of you to do all 6 ways once, twice, 3 times, or more until he gets the message. So you're a job right now, guys.
This is in Edmonton, Alberta, Canada. Just look at the title on the stream.
Over. So we're going to ask that you stay inside the pylon.
And this is the carbon rally, carbon tax
And
rally.
that you keep smiling at traffic, waving your flags and waving your signs. And what I'm going to go do is chit-chat some with the local media, tell them a bit about why we're here today. And if you haven't already, make sure you sign the petition.
A little bit of money in my life, a little bit of Erica by my side, a little bit of Rita, what I need, a little bit of Jesus, what I see, a little bit of Santa, a little bit of Mary, all I know, a little bit of Jessica.
Tax the tax, for Trudeau. I like your shirt. Hey, if you can, share this feed out. I'm going to be live for a while here, and we want to build up the numbers. So share this out to Facebook. If you're on Facebook, watching on Facebook, share out the Facebook feed. If you're on YouTube, share out the YouTube. We're also Tommy Temper on X, on the Twitter platform there, so share us out over there as well. Thanks a lot, everyone. Appreciate you being here. See, we got Donald Trump in the room. Hey, good to see you. G-Gab, good to see you there, G-Gab. Troy. Let's go. I hate to say it, but YouTube media looks like Antifa over there. tax. Flush the turd. Turf Trudeau. Gas car. You're driving a gas car. You want to axe the tax. Axe that tax. Got to get rid of Trudeau. Trudeau and his draconian taxation measures. He wants to tax you right into the grave. What's that?
She wants you to stop the music, I think.
She's running the show. she
started their interview.
What's that?
Started their interview.
Oh, I know. But it's good to get this action during the interview. But I know she's really, really I hate to say it. It's like, this is her rally. This is not your rally.
Oh, really?
Oh, yeah.
I don't know her.
Wow, you don't tell people what to do. But she does that on every rally. So I mean,
does she? Okay.
Give her her piece. Meanwhile, they should be interviewing me. I'll give them a piece of my mind. Hey, how's everyone doing out there in the real world? Mouth of the South. Hey, I saw you live out there in Ontario at the Axe the Tax rally. Good to see you in the chat there. Don in there. Don, I don't care about politics. I live by day to day. Yeah, but you might care about how much it costs you to drive somewhere. This is all about the fact that they're taxing our fuel here in Canada, and it's getting a little bit too expensive for us here. It's like crazy. Yeah! Tax that tax. Woohoo! I don't even know what my sign says. What does it say? Cancel the carbon tax. Sign the petition. Now. Oh, okay. That's what it says. Getting on it. Right on. We're at the lead here. But I'm standing in front of you, which is not great, but oh well. We got some people in the chat there. Hey, NQ in there. Good to see you, Camel Worms. Probably a free Palestine protest. What? Yeah. On stuff like this, I'm actually, I would have to say there are not a lot of people down here. I'm a little bit disappointed. We should have more people down here. There should be more people concerned about this big, this is Monday. Yeah, this rally should actually have been on the weekend. Right? Would have been a little better. Tax the tax. Southern California, nobody cares. Yeah, Sandy Foster, the liberal, says nobody cares in my chat. There's one liberal in my chat, and she says nobody cares. Okay, well, you liberals like paying more for energy, more for stuff. You want to save the planet? You're like, come on. Where's the evidence that Trudeau has actually spent that money on anything that is actually saving the planet, Sandy? Come on. Tax the tax. We're trying to save the planet. Hi, how you doing?
Good, how are you?
Good.
Catching your show, your live feeds here and there. Pretty good. Yeah, I enjoy it.
Good. Now, come on in the chat there and, say hi and whatever. Or you can go in the front of the camera.
Okay, yeah. Maybe I will.
Doing our thing here. Ray Brock. Yeah, good. Trudeau is making people leave Canada. Exactly. Yeah. Don says our petrol in the UK costs £7 a gallon. £7 a gallon. Hey, how you doing,
Tommy? How you doing?
Good, good. Nice to see you.
Yeah. What'd you think of that Pierre Poilievre speech?
Love it. I love it.
Yeah, he hit a lot of good points.
Yeah.
I did end up getting a chance to ask him some questions.
Did you?
I did. I asked him about the who IHR, and he asked me if I had a copy. And I looked down at my pockets. I said, no, I don't. What do you think of it? And I asked him about the National Citizens Inquiry, and he told me, well, he didn't. Inquiry, which I thought was funny, and I led into that by mentioning the name of a guy that was involved with the NCI, Ches Crosby, which is a fellow that endorsed him in Newfoundland, so he knows who the guy is.
Right.
He must know all about the National Citizens Inquiry. He did say, "Oh, is that the one that Preston Manning was involved with?" He asked.
Huh.
Well, Preston started it, but then he ejected, right? So
Right.
he's got to know about it.
I think so, yeah. I don't know.
So I guess the question is it just a game that they're playing for the electorate? Like,
Exactly.
Is that the idea? Like,
They're always playing some kind of games. You know what politicians are like, you know?
Well, and I just feel like if they don't talk about these things before the election, nothing will ever come of it.
Exactly, yeah.
It'll just get swept under the carpet and forgotten.
Look at this is a really famous megaphone here, by the way.
That one is?
Yeah, this one here. In 2019, I went with this megaphone to Ottawa. We were in the oil convoy, right?
Yeah.
That's where I got this shirt from, actually, was back then. So 2019, went there. Trudeau snubbed us. He didn't meet with us. He just basically, you know, same thing. He just didn't even acknowledge that we were there.
That was the United We Roll convoy that you're talking about?
That's correct, yeah. So when this latest convoy happened in 2020, you know, like we knew ahead of time that Trudeau was going to snub the whole thing, and he wasn't going to meet up with the convoy. We knew that. I knew that even before I even left Edmonton here, and that's exactly what happened. So Trudeau ended up being the bad guy. So, you know, that's what happens.
I'm going to go see if I can catch some of that scrum across the street. I'll be right back.
Oh, yeah. Okay, yeah. I should go over there, too. But I don't know if I will. Yeah, that is an actual scrum over there if you look at it. There's the mainstream media over across the street there. Got the axe attacks. Now look at that. The actual rally is over here. But the mainstream media is so afraid of right-wing protesters that they're mostly left-wingers. Those are all left-wingers over there. Like I said, that looks like a congregation of Antifa over there with cameras. And they're all left-wingers over there, and they have that left-wing spin on everything. And they're over across the street. They don't even want to come over here and talk to anyone. They just want to point their camera, take a couple of shots, and then do a little sound bite on the news later on today that there was nothing happening, right? Go figure. But meanwhile, there's stuff happening over here. We have people over here. Again, it's not a super big turnout down here, but hey, we've got people that are sick and tired of paying too much for gasoline, too much for propane, too much for heating oil. Even heating oil to heat your house is carbon tax. Trudeau wants us to freeze in the dark. Shame on you, Trudeau. Shame on you. Yeah, MAGA is crumbling smaller by the day. No, in Canada, the Conservatives are actually gaining, and in the States, the Republicans are actually gaining. And you watch. There's probably a good possibility that we'll have a Conservative government in Canada, and you guys will have Trump in the States. Look forward to that happening. It's going to happen. Well, under a Conservative government, Sandy, we'll get rid of that carbon tax. That's the first thing, which will make it cheaper for us to be living on the planet. Okay? Tax, tax, Axe the tax.
Axe the tax. Let's boot Trudeau. Vote him out. Axe the tax. And CBC while you're at it too. Boot Trudeau. Axe the tax. I should have been a politician. This world would be so much better. Get rid of Mayor Sohi too.
Deb's Crazy Daily. Hey, good to see you in there. Not just gas, all transport. Yeah, exactly. What happens is this whole thing causes living to be more expensive, eating to be more expensive. Everything is more expensive with this carbon tax. It's a shame. No, I'm right here. Right here, and I brought my megaphone with me. This megaphone went twice to Ottawa, and twice Trudeau snubbed this megaphone. So this megaphone is going to yell at Trudeau. Here it is.
Take a hike, Trudeau.
We got Frosty in there. Hey, Frosty, Nuts and Crackers in there. K9 Gaming in there. Cannabis Rex. Ray Brock is in there. Sandy Foster. Bog Swagger. Good to see you all in there. Roy in there. Hey, you do a good job. Of anyone with a wrench in there, hey, make sure that we don't have anything getting out of hand in the chat there. Looking good. I always heed Broccoli's advice. Yeah, what's Broccoli got to say there? Everyone, in everyone's heads. Oh, yeah, you're in our head, Brett. Get out of my head. No way. Conservatives don't add taxes. In fact, if conservatives get in, they're going to actually dump this carbon tax, get rid of it. We don't want this carbon tax. Trudeau brought this carbon tax to save the planet. What the hell is he doing trying to save the planet with money? Money does not save the planet.
When's the last time you saw Trudeau in a Prius?
Exactly. Trudeau doesn't even drive an electric car. Frickin' two-faced. Two-face. What's that one say? No PM Zoolander.
We just got to delay a little bit longer.
No Zoolander.
Thanks to the media for coming out. Hey, every time you get a chance to talk to the media, it's an opportunity to get the truth out there. So I'm glad the media came out.
We don't like the media.
So we'll be starting the program a little bit here. I'm just curious, how many of you are
right there,
being March today?
I have Trudeau in there.
Awesome. We're still able to start the march.
Let's go. Axe that tax.
Shortly after.
Boot Trudeau.
hardship. My presenters.
Okay, sorry about that. I pushed the button and we lost our feed here for a little bit, but we're back in here again. So thanks a lot for sticking with us here. Stand by here. Let me just get my camera back over to the other setting here. Okay, there we go. We're back in service again. 30 angry white boomers. Yeah, where's all the young kids? They all expect to drive a Tesla.
You know what I was thinking of that? Where's all the young people?
I know. The chat is saying there's 30 old white boomers out here.
Sign me up.
Where's all the young people? They're out driving their Teslas, I think. I don't know where they are.
We're waiting for them to charge.
Exactly, yeah. Waiting for it to charge up. Those Teslas are charging up somewhere. 36 in the room, 75 in the room. You got people watching on Facebook, people watching on X, Facebook, and on YouTube.
I'm going to tell you guys all today, we are already a success. We're already a success. Just being here, standing here, doing what we're doing, the events that are happening across the country, we're already a success. The medias are taking notice of these events, and our message is starting to get out there. So have a big round of applause because we are already a success.
Queenie, thanks a lot for that super chat, Queenie. Big ups.
The message is getting
Big ups,
out there. The message is getting out there, so we're already a success. And so we've got quite a program planned for you.
Appreciate that. Appreciate the work that you're doing down at the border. Everyone check in on Queenie, and Famad can drop Queenie's link. Would be appreciated.
Your spirit up.
Sure, everyone subs up to Queenie and check out her stream coming in from the border.
To keep your spirit up. And so there'll be a bit of music as part of this program here. Now, as we start the program, I was hopeful that you could join in the singing of O Canada. Is there a singer in the crowd? I have a second microphone. Come on up here. We'll sing together. We're going to sing O Canada. Although we are concerned about this great country, we are still very proud to be Canadian. Justin?
How's those electric buses working?
A native land, true patriot love, in all our sons command. With glowing hearts we see thee rise, the true North, strong and free. From far and wide, O Canada, we stand on guard for thee. God keep our land glorious and free. O Canada, we stand on guard for thee. O Canada, we stand on guard for Thanks a lot for that super chat, Squeenie. Big up, Squeenie.
So we're going to get this program started. We've got 3 presenters, possibly 4 or 5, and then we're marching right after that.
Marching?
I just wanted to share with you first.
Wow.
Some
Looks good, Queenie.
information about
Keep
the
that
Angus
feed coming
Reed
there,
poll.
because when I leave this location there, then I'll
This is
restream you
important
when
stuff.
I get back home there.
And the government needs to be paying
But
attention.
I'm not sure how long I'll be here.
7 in 10 Canadians are against the carbon tax hike. 7 in
That's
10.
right. We're all against that carbon tax hike.
So another poll you can look at is the Leisure poll, the largest Canadian-owned polling market research and analytics firm.
Woo! Tax that tax!
I've actually got the email address of 2 of the contacts associated with that poll. So if you want more information on that, pretend you're one of those skeptics and you want to check the validity. Well, what do? You go to the source. That's what you do. So we've got that poll out, and the viewpoint of Canadians is clear, and yet the government is not listening. They're not yet listening. So I'm curious to know if you've tried something and it didn't work out, and you didn't get the outcome you wanted, should you just give up? No, I'm in agreement with you. If you try something, we're trying now, we're trying to make our voices heard at the government. We do not give up. We are carrying on, and there are people at the borders today, at the border protests, and they are committed to not
Exactly,
giving up
Troy.
until the carbon tax is completely eliminated. Let's hear it for those people at the border protests.
Lots of people at the border and more arriving, I'm hearing.
Nationwide protest against the carbon tax.ca. Nationwide protest against the carbon tax.ca. Go to that website and check it out and see what they're doing. And if you're wondering why they're doing what they're doing, well, then one of the things you might want to do is pay attention.
Queenie, taking a break right now. Gotcha, Queenie.
Who's going to talk a bit about how the carbon tax is harming people. Please welcome Peter. Come on up, Peter.
Let me go get some of the interviewers here. Stand by. Get them up here. We'll get Peter in here.
Hello, everybody. Hey, thanks for. Can you hear me? Oh, oh. Thanks for coming out. Real close. Okay. By the way, I just finished talking to Daniel Cote. He's the one that somebody was talking to here, and I called him right next. He takes the messages for Eric Boissonneau. He takes the message for Randy Boissonneau. Obviously, I'm not in his constituency. And very nice man. So be nice to these people. They are actually people. As much as we are the people, and it's us who ought to have the control and not the tail wagging the dog. I'm not pointing to anybody in particular here, but but be nice to the people. You get further with honey than with vinegar. And very nice guy. So he's forwarding my concerns about the 12 of us who went to Randy's office last week.
Is he coming out to talk to us?
No, the office is all closed up.
Well, how come?
Holiday.
What's he out buying some gas?
Anyway, I just left a message with Danielle to please get back to us. It's been over a week. They, the lady in charge, took down our names and our phone numbers and our addresses and our emails and said someone get back to us right away. And it's been over a week and a half. And I just told Danielle that this is not good. This is not good. Where are they listening to the people? So anyway, I left that with him. Also, in passing, I told him I already have $2,000 worth of photo radar tickets. And I just retired, and I never paid so many fines in my life. And I've had the cheapest insurance since I got my license when I was 17. And I have no idea why I'm being penalized. So I said, this doesn't make sense. I'm maybe 1 or 2 kilometers over the tolerable limit, and each ticket cost me $150, $200. He said, Danielle said, well, you should come to Ottawa. He's still paying $365. They got cameras on every corner. Anyway, just wanted to say three things. You need to ask me to share a few things. And axe attack definitely is. Oh, yeah, we're having a rally here. These people have no manners. Anyway, I was mentioning to this is the front. We're here to axe attacks, but this is the surface of all that's brewing and erupting of all the mistreatment we've been getting. Number one, the year 2000. That speaks louder than anything I can say. 2021. I was a business owner for 15 years. Not a big business. I had 3 salesmen working for me and some event coordinators. And I found it really interesting when I went out to one week to see my new customer, and she happened to be a teacher at the University of Lethbridge. And I remember coming into her house, and she stood 6 feet away from me. I was training somebody, so we got led into the house. We already had to wear masks, and she had to sit down on her kitchen table. Her and her husband stood 6 feet away behind the kitchen island. And they stood there for an hour while we sat luxuriously in their kitchen table and did our presentation. I thought, this is so funny. What is going on here? And then the following week, when I had 4 appointments on the books, and it takes a lot to get an appointment because I have to wine and dine people and tell them about their safety. I'm a fire safety advisor.
Yeah, they tax the tax.
And those 4 appointments just died. The one person I went to, he said, no, stay at the gate. What? He says, I'm seeing my father in the nursing home today, and if I let you in and you have cooties, COVID, I'm sorry, I had the wrong name. So the point is, it was the stupidest thing. So all four appointments died, and at that point I said, we're having a hard enough time convincing people of the peril of living in a high-rise building or even a house and having less than 3 minutes to get up a burning home. People don't realize that. And they think that their smoke alarm that's made in Japan or China that picks up your toaster smoke and shower steam is going to get you up in time in the middle of the night to get you out. No, it's a big facade. Anyway, I had enough to do with that than to have to go and convince people that I don't have cooties and I got to wear a mask. I said, no, forget it. I canceled it. And since then, I had works for other people. Yeah. Anyway, long story short, I realized why I worked for other people, because I didn't make money working for others because I'm too much of a free thinker. But that's what happened. Anything else you want to say about COVID? That's the biggest thing. I can't remember. I was going to say other things, but let's keep fighting. We are the people. Remember, we are the ones that control the power.
We the people have the power. Repeat after me. We the people have the power. We the people. We the people. We the people. We the people have the power.
People have the power.
You guys do have a lot of power. I can sense it. My name is Benita Peterson with allfiredupforfreedom.com. I'm sorry I had to shorten your message there, Peter, but we're running late today. Let's give him a round of applause. Thanks for sharing.
Peter!
He's got more great stuff to share. You can talk to him after the march if you like. I wanted to get on to our next presenter here. This next presenter is a concerned mother, and she came to Edmonton all the way from Metaskman. She came to be here because she's got a message to share, and it's about how the carbon tax has been hurting her family. Okay? So, One of the things I've learned about this particular topic, the carbon tax, is it's actually very unifying. You know, Stephanie and I, we don't agree on all things. We disagree about a number of things. I suspect a year ago we probably would have disagreed on a lot of things. And you know what? I'm okay with that. But the carbon tax is something that universally hurts everybody. No matter what your background is, no matter what your viewpoint is, no matter what your politics are. And so this is something Stephanie and I can agree on. We can agree that it's time to abolish the carbon tax. I'm going to say cancel. You're going to say the carbon tax. We're going to do another little chant here, and you might use this one during the march. Cancel! Cancel the carbon tax! Cancel the carbon tax! Cancel the carbon tax! Wow, you've got a powerful voice.
I try.
Okay, so Stephanie's a concerned mother with the message about how the carbon tax is hurting. Here we go. Good afternoon, everybody. How are you doing today? Good?
Really
Yeah?
good. Hey, can you stand in the sun?
Oh, absolutely, I can.
Good idea.
I want to address a pressing issue that affects millions of hardworking families across our nation, the impact of carbon tax on low and middle class households. Today, we stand at a critical juncture in our nation's economic landscape. As we grapple with soaring living costs and rampant inflation, the introduction of this carbon tax has threatened to exacerbate the burdens of already weighing heavily on the shoulders of our lower and middle class citizens. Let me acknowledge the noble intention behind implementation to combat climate change and promote an undoubtedly important environmental sustainability. But while these goals are undoubtedly important, it is essential to recognize the unintended consequences that such a policy has, particularly on those that are already struggling to make ends meet. A carbon tax, by its very nature, drives up the cost of essentials such as transportation, heating, and electricity. These are not luxuries. These are necessities of everyday life. For low and middle class families, every dollar counts. We are already stretched thin, grappling with the rising costs of housing, healthcare, education, and other essentials. Adding this carbon tax to the mix only exacerbates our financial burden. Consider the single parent working multiple jobs to provide for their children. With each increase in the cost of fuel, their already stretched budget is further stretched thin. Seniors too, absolutely. And we're forced to make impossible choices between putting food on the table or heating our homes. The burden of this carbon tax falls disproportionately on those the least equipped to bear it. We cannot ignore the stark reality that the brunt of this carbon tax falls on those who can afford it the least. And it widens the gap between the haves and the have-nots, deepening our inequality and eroding the very fabric of our society. This carbon tax translates into higher prices for everyday goods and services, from transportation to heating to electricity. These increased costs trickle down to our consumers, hitting low and middle class families the hardest. Suddenly, filling up your gas tank, heating the home during winter, or simply turning the lights on have become more expensive propositions. These additional expenses eat already into tight budgets and force families to make difficult choices. Do they cut back on groceries, or do they forego necessities to accommodate the higher costs imposed by this carbon tax? These are choices that no family should have to make. And yet, we're forced to do so under the weight of this policy. Moreover, in an economy already plagued by inflation, this ripple effects of this carbon tax are felt far and wide.
Yeah.
As businesses
Leave
pass
Queenie
on
alone.
the increased cost to consumers, the prices across the board skyrocket, and the purchasing power of our paychecks diminishes, trapping them in a cycle of financial insecurity. In essence, while the intention behind implementing this carbon tax may be well-meaning, the reality is that it burdens those least able to afford it, and we are already facing numerous economic challenges, from stagnant wages to rising living costs, and this adds to the financial strain across the board. As policymakers consider environmental policies, it is imperative that they take into account the real-world impact on families who are struggling. We must strive for solutions that promote sustainability without placing an undue burden on the most vulnerable of our society. In conclusion, I'm urging policymakers to carefully weigh the consequences that the middle and lower class families have and seek alternative approaches to achieve their environmental goals without exasperating the economic inequality. Together, let's work towards a future where families can thrive without having to sacrifice their financial security in the name of environmental protection. Let us strive for solutions that uplift all members of society, ensuring a future where no one is left behind. Thank you. Have a good day.
Thank you very, very much. Thank you. Really appreciate your message, Steffi. For this next presentation, we're going to hear from Sierra. Samuel's coming up with a sign as well. Samuel's bringing the sign that Sierra made. And Samuel, would you just hold up that sign a little higher there? The message is clear. Hashtag cancel the carbon tax. Cancel
Carbon tax!
Cancel
The carbon tax!
Cancel
The carbon tax!
Cancel.
The carbon tax!
Our message is clear. And even if MP Randy is not here today, he will get the message. When you guys take note of the ad that brought you here today, it's a black and white ad. It says cancel the carbon tax, black and white across the top. When you leave halfway down the ad, you read down there, it's got 4 phone numbers for MP Randy Boyce-Note and 2 email addresses. And I want you to call all 4. And I want you to email both those email addresses at least once this week. Can communicate in all 6 ways, and then next week do it again. Communicate in all 6 ways. There's something we all need to do, and that is we need to be bold, and we need to make our voices heard. It is not enough to stay home. It's not enough to stay silent, and it is not enough to complain. We have to take action. One of those actions is you come out, you get your signs, you make your viewpoints known. Now, we're up here now with Sierra, and Sierra, she identifies as a member of the LGBTQ community. And there might be some things Sierra and I don't agree on, but we do agree that it's time to cancel the carbon tax. This topic of the carbon tax is actually a unifying issue. Isn't that interesting? We are unified in our opposition to it. Isn't that interesting how that works out? You know, there might be a day Sierra and I don't agree on something, but we agree on this. We agree on canceling the carbon tax. So I hope that you guys will give Sierra a warm welcome because she shares your view. It's time to cancel the carbon tax.
Dear friends and fellow Canadians, today I stand before you not only as a member of the LGBTQ, but a 19-year-old whose daily struggles are often magnified by societal changes as we grapple with the pressing issue of carbon taxation in a country already burdened by skyrocketing living costs and rampant inflation. I cannot help but underscore the disproportionate impact it has made on marginalized communities like mine. While the urgency to address environmental concerns is undeniable, we must critically examine the repercussions of policies such as carbon taxation on the most vulnerable among us. For individuals from lower and middle class backgrounds, including many within the LGBTQ community, each additional financial strain widens the chasm of inequality, exacerbating the struggles to afford even the most basic necessities.
Rex,
Moreover, let us not overlook the intersectionality of our struggles. LGBTQ individuals are disproportionately affected by poverty, homelessness, rendering them particularly susceptible to the adverse effects of economic policies like carbon taxation. For most of us, the fight for equality is intertwined with the struggle for economic justice. As inflation erodes the purchasing power of the lower and middle class, the burden of a carbon tax only exacerbates the flames of financial insecurity. Families are forced into impossible choices between necessities like food, bills, and basic needs. This is not merely an economic issue. It is a matter of fundamental human rights and dignity. In our pursuit of environmental sustainability, we cannot afford to ignore the social implications of our policies. We must advocate for solutions that prioritize equity and justice, ensuring that no one is left behind in the transition to a greener future. Our efforts should not punish the underprivileged, particularly not young adults just emerging from high school who bear minimal responsibility for the environmental crises we face. The imposition of a carbon tax without adequate consideration is and of its social ramifications perpetuates systemic inequalities and reinforces existing power structures that marginalize certain communities while privileging others. As we advocate for environmental policies, we must strive for solutions that dismantle these oppressive systems and amplify the voices of those most impacted. In the fight against the carbon tax, solidarity is paramount. We cannot prioritize environmental concerns at the expenses of social justice. It is imperative that we center the experiences and needs of marginalized communities in advocacy efforts and policy decisions. Only by addressing the interconnected challenges of economic inequality, environmental degradation, and social injustice, we can create a more and sustainable world for all Canadians. Moreover, the LGBTQ community is disproportionately impacted by homelessness and housing insecurity, with many individuals forced to rely on precarious living arrangements or face discrimination in housing markets. The economic strain imposed by the carbon taxation exacerbates those challenges, making it more difficult for LGBTQ individuals to secure sustainable housing to escape cycles of poverty and homelessness. As housing costs, groceries, and mental health care soar, these communities bear the brunt of every dollar spent. Consider a retail worker earning $16 an hour, working 7 days a week, and only making enough to pay their rent, not for groceries or transportation, utilities, necessities that we need to live. In essence, the imposition of a carbon tax without adequate consideration of its social implications undermines the rights and struggles of not only the LGBTQ communities, but others who are also in poverty, homeless issues. Anyone facing any kind of low-income situation has to face these problems. In conclusion, I urge all policymakers and advocates alike to recognize the intersecting challenges faced by marginalized communities, including the LGBTQ population. In face of policies like carbon taxation, let's strive for solutions that uplift all voices.
There you go, Sandy, for you.
For a more
Adamus Rex.
equitable society. Thank you.
It takes a lot of courage to find your voice and share your message. Can we have another round of applause for Sarah and Samuel? Thank you, thank you, thank you. We're just going to pose for a second for pictures, guys. I need a photo with you. Who's got a picture handy? Take my picture, because there's a lot of division happening right now. A lot of attempts at division, and there's attempts, for example, for different groups from different backgrounds to fight with each other. We don't have to fight with each other. We can unite, and we can unite on an issue such as this. So this is unity today, ladies and gentlemen. This is a powerful day. We are transcending our differences. I'm getting shivers right now. I can feel it. We're transcending our differences. The people of different communities, all backgrounds, can come together on this issue. Cancel the carbon tax. Thank you very much for your presentation. So far on our petition, we have 132 signatures. Now, I know more than 132 people came here today, so we are looking for more people to sign the petition. So at some point, you're going to head over to this table here. We've got a wonderful volunteer collecting your signatures. Don't worry, your data will be protected. We're not sharing the data with anyone other than MP Arnold Viersen. That's where the data is going. So head over there. There's a couple other things I want to share with you. Then we're going to have some music, and then we're going to march. There are 7 premiers in Canada who have called for a pause or a cancellation of the increase of the carbon tax. So I'm not so crazy about a pause. I prefer the full cancellation, but calling for a pause of the increase of the carbon tax is a step in the right direction. I will acknowledge that. So 7 premiers are somewhat standing up against the increase in the carbon tax. And they are Alberta's premier, Danielle Smith. She's doing some good work for us. I'm pretty happy. I'm looking forward to her doing even better. Saskatchewan's premier, Scott Moe, has done some great work. I think maybe Alberta needs to follow his lead in some ways. Ontario's Premier, Doug Ford, has actually expressed opposition to the increase in the carbon tax. So I know some of you might have mixed feelings about Doug Ford, but let's give him a round of applause. He has expressed opposition to it. Tim Houston is the Premier of Nova Scotia, also has expressed opposition to the increase in the carbon tax. Let's hear it for Tim Houston. Blaine Higgs is the Premier of New Brunswick, and he has expressed opposition. Thank you, Blaine Higgs. Even Newfoundland and Labrador's Premier, and get this, it's a Liberal Premier. How's that for special? A Liberal Premier by the name of Andrew Fury for Newfoundland Labrador has expressed opposition to the increase in the carbon tax. There's a step in the right direction. The Premier of Prince Edward Island, it's so little I almost forgot. Dennis King has also expressed opposition. So that's 7 premiers in 7 provinces.
There was a huge PPC amendment.
So in some cases they're just saying, oh, let's policy increase. In other cases they're saying abolish the increase. So it's a step in the right direction.
After the election, people basically went, well, we can't go that route. It didn't work.
I got a question for you.
It didn't work, right? So that's why you're seeing the polls so high from here. So
You're in your restream.
If you want to see them do more good work,
Oh my gosh.
you need to
Hey, you guys, quit
acknowledge
fighting
the
in there.
work.
Queenie
So you
and
guys
chat,
are
quit fighting in the chat there, okay? That'd be the best thing.
Queenie's
Queenie's trying to be good. Queenie, leave everyone alone. Everyone leave Queenie alone. Let's have a nice little stream here. I'm not really reading the chat all that much, but appreciate the super chats there. Thanks a lot.
I know.
You can contact the premiers of Alberta, Saskatchewan, Ontario.
It's really sunny here, so it's hard for me to see the display here.
You can send messages of encouragement and say thank you for standing up. Now, did you know this? There's some people on the East Coast, so the feds gave them a bit of a break because they use heating oil, I guess. It's a bit different than here, so they don't have the carbon we have. So they got a bit of a break on their utility costs. Did you know that some of those Easterners said, well, that's not fair. What about Alberta? Okay, there's people out east standing up for us. This stuff's happening. The mainstream media is not yet reporting it. Maybe they'll take a step in the right direction today. We'll see. But this stuff's happening, and so we need to do a better job sharing the information, not just with one another, but with the people who aren't here that need to know. Now, another thing I'd like to point out is the medias that are doing good work, and one such example is the Winnipeg Free Press and a reporter by the name of Tyler Searle. Tyler, so I was looking around the press because I knew today's event was a pretty big deal. It's happening across Canada, different stuff going on. Got this supporting event in Edmonton. I'm looking across the media. Do you think I can find anything? No. Aha! The Winnipeg Free Press had news on it. And so Tyler Searle didn't just let people know that this event is happening across Canada. He actually quoted some quotes from the website Nationwide Protest Against the Carbon Tax, and he emphasized a few key phrases, which I'd like to share with you. This is a peaceful event aimed at uniting Canadians for a common cause, and we will be holding the line indefinitely until our mission objective is achieved. How many agree with that statement? You agree with that statement? Yes?
Yeah.
It's from the Nationwide Protest Against the Carbon Tax, and it's quoted in the Winnipeg Free Press. This other quote, the group is calling for the immediate removal of the carbon tax without replacement by any other form of taxation. And I really like that, because sometimes, you know, what the policymakers will do, they'll take out one tax and they'll just replace it with another one with a new name. So in this case, it's clear, no, you cannot replace it. So there's people holding the lines at the borders, and they are committed to staying at the borders until this is lifted come completely. So it may very well be you want to head over to the borders for one day or more. Maybe you want to bring your signs. Maybe you want to bring them supplies. Maybe you want to bring them that high-priced gas they need. So you might want to head there. And of course, the information is at that website, nationwideprotestagainstthecarbontax.ca. That website's super interesting. It even features an open letter to police officers asking law enforcement members to stand in solidarity with protesters. Here's the excerpt from that letter. So this is a letter basically from the protesters to the police officers, and it's on the website. We understand the position you are in and hold the utmost respect for the laws that govern our society and for those of you who enforce them. However, we believe that true justice finds its foundation in the spirit of community, compassion, and shared human values. Standing with us doesn't mean abandoning your duties. Rather, it symbolizes a powerful alliance between the people and those sworn to protect them. I like to think that there are many law enforcement officers that read that statement on the website and felt it right here. And I want to let you know, I've had some one-on-one conversations with law enforcement officers, and there are some that stand with us. And I'm optimistic that the moment will come when they more publicly stand with us, and either their leaders stand with us publicly or the leaders are replaced. My rant about policing can be saved for another day, because we are going marching today, and before we go marching, we need to rev you guys up. And so I'd like to introduce a gentleman that has supported me at rallies since 2021. He's come and given his gift of music. So please welcome from Wysinger, Justin Wysinger. Give him a warm welcome.
Hey guys, I'm so happy to be here. I brought my stepdaughter with me. She's a little nervous, but she sings in this song that we're going to do. It's called Taxes. So the backstory is I was super sick all of spring break. I drive school bus in Barhead, and like the moment it was spring break, I was sick. But I'm like, I had this song idea burning in my head, and I was talking to friends on Facebook, and they're like, I can't even believe this tax is happening. So like Thursday last week, I drove to Edmonton in a snowstorm to record this song, and then on the drive here, I learned the lyrics to it. So I'm going to sing it for you. It's called Taxes, and it's really cheeky because like being angry in a song isn't going to produce anything, but being cheeky and silly and laughing at the powers that be is a better way to communicate and just to have a positive vibe. So you guys ready to dance around a bit? All right. I'm just going to hit play because it goes straight into the song here. Are you tuning it up a little bit? Okay. Here we go. The taxes drop from year to year. Just pay the man and live in fear. They take our money, make it rain. You're like a slave, they're playing games. When I grow up, I want to pay taxes, work hard to relax it, lose change in the mattress, gonna help buy all the politics and mansions. I grow up, I want to pay taxes, work hard to relax it, lose change in the mattress, gonna help buy all the politics and mansions. Another tax could bleed us dry. Oh, hear our desperate cries inside. I'm sick and tired of being played. But I keep my money, no rebates. Sing with me when I grow up. When I grow up, I want to pay taxes, work hard, no relaxing, loose change in the mattress, gonna help buy all the politics and mansions. I grow up, I want to pay taxes, work hard, no relaxing, loose change in the mattress, gonna help buy all the politics and mansions. That's what we're doing though, right? We see them drive their fancy cars, we see them going to fancy vacations with their ex-estranged wives in Jamaica, and they laugh at us. It's time to laugh back and rise up, am I right? We're not afraid anymore. We can stand and we can laugh at them for their wickedness, but we will be victorious, right guys? When I grow up, I want to pay taxes. See it out, relaxing, loose change in the mattress, gonna help all the politics and mantras. I grow up, I want to pay taxes, work hard, no relaxing. Loose change in the mattress, gonna help all the politics and mantras. Woo! Or not. Well, how about we just keep our money and enjoy freedom and live our lives, right? Love you guys.
Woo! All right, let's hear it for Justin of Weisinger. Awesome, that's Justin of Weisinger. You can find his music. Where can we find your music?
So my last name is my band name, Weisinger, W-I-E, Singer, like one word, all caps. And that song is queued to release, because I just wrote it. It's queued to release next Monday on the 8th. So.
When did you write that song?
Like Thursday this week. I wrote it on the way to Edson, recorded it in Edson, and I was still sick, and then I had it ready today.
Did you write it for this event?
For this, basically, well, for April 1st, because I wanted to have an April Fool's prank on Trudeau too. Okay. Maybe we could blow it up and he'll hear it. Who knows?
Texas!
Oh, and it's free on SoundCloud to download and share now, because it's a free way to do it. So, or the pre-state will be on SoundCloud, and follow us on Twitter or X as well.
Okay, let's hear it for Justin, ladies and gentlemen.
It's out next Monday, but a new song drops tomorrow called, it's literally called Please Pre-Save My Song. It comes out tomorrow. It's a joke, but yeah.
Give him a hand, everybody. Give him a hand. Big hand. Justin, thank you. And Weisinger. So it looks like we're ready to march. How many of you are game to march? You've got your sign ready? Show me your sign. Hold it up in the air. Okay, awesome. I might be willing to lend out a flag or two, so come see me if you want to borrow one of my flags. We'll negotiate. So the plan is a loop. We're going to go south on 124th Street. We're going to go to Jasper Ave. We're going to go east to 109th Street. We're going to go north, and then at Stony Plain Road, we're going to come west again, and then south on 124th. So I think it's like 4 miles, 4.5 miles. You can do it. You guys can do it. If you get tired, turn around sooner. Okay. If you have, we'll give you 5 minutes actually to put money in your car, because it might be that you're parked somewhere and it needs another few dollars. So we'll give you about 5 minutes before we leave on the march. So because the march is heading southbound, so if you're not parked southbound and you're parked northbound, you may want to just check your meter, because we wouldn't want you to get a parking ticket. I mean, I tend to break a few rules, but I don't break them all. So you can put some money in your meter there, or however that works for you. We're going to leave in 5-10 minutes. Since we have a delay, I'm going to give Justin a bonus song here, actually, and then we'll leave on the march shortly after that. If you haven't already, please sign the petition. This petition reads, "The carbon tax is making life unaffordable and contributing to hardship for many Canadians. It is time for the Government of Canada to rein in spending and manage taxpayer dollars more responsibly. Therefore, we, the undersigned, citizens and residents of Canada, demand that the carbon tax be cancelled in its entirety immediately." And so if that message resonates with you, sign this form. So this form is coming home with me today with your signature on it. And later this week, next week at the latest, I am personally taking this form to my MP, Arnold Verson. He shares our values. He believes in reasonable taxes, not unreasonable taxes. He supports the abolishment of the carbon tax in its entirety. So I just want you to know that's where this form is going. It's going home with me, and then it's going to Arnold Beerson's office. Once his assistant verifies identities and signatures, then those signatures get counted at Parliament, and he will be speaking to this issue. If you would like to be informed about the presentation, then I encourage you to put your email address, because what I'll do is I'll send you the email of the video of Arnold Beerson presenting in Parliament, but I need your email address in order to do that. So we're going to have a bonus song here from Justin, because I think a few people are putting money in their cars. So we get a bonus song here.
This song is about community and finding friends you can trust and rely on through hard times.
All right, one more song coming up. Come on, let's do it. Actually, I should get up on that mic there.
Oh yeah, it has this funny.
Give my feeding of Trudeau.
It's a very sing-alongable chorus too. There we go. And this one's available on Spotify. Here we go.
Spotify.
Find true friends to stick with you's an angel art. You had a few active online, but they don't know who you are. We're feeling so close with comments, yet they're feeling so far. And you said life gets strange, bro. Sometimes you gotta go through hell to meet an angel. Life's hard, but I got my friends when I'm feeling so low. Thank God that I fell so hard on a soft pillow. Woo! My heart feels heavy at times, but you picked up the phone.
You guys are awesome.
Thank God that I fell so hard on a soft pillow. Oh!
Love the piano. Buble it up.
I see you worked hard and got a bigger follow. I'm lonely inside and stuck with just a hollow me. Keep friends and lose friends. It's such a strange dichotomy. I googled myself. The person there is dead to me. And you said life gets strange, bro. Sometimes you gotta go through hell to meet an angel. Life's hard, but I got my friends when I'm feeling so low. Woo! Sing it out, thank God. Thank God that I fell so hard on a soft pillow. Oh! My heart feels heavy at times, but you picked up the phone. Thank God that I fell so hard on a soft pillow. And here's the part, you're gonna go find a stranger and hug them right here. I'm feeling so warm and so cozy. I got a few homies that know me. Hug somebody, I'm feeling so warm and so cozy. I got a few homies that know me. I'm feeling so warm and so cozy, I got a few homies that know me. Sing it! I'm feeling so warm and so cozy, I got a few homies that know me. Woo! Life's hot, but I got my friends when I'm feeling so low. How could you be in a bad mood, right?
There's the party here. Party, hardy.
So hard on a soft pillow. Oh! My heart feels heavy at times, but you picked up the phone. Thank God that I felt so hard on a soft pillow. Hey! We gotta take care of each other, right? Even if you don't agree, let's love one another, because love wins! And we're playing Black Bar and White next Thursday. See you there? We're having a bit of a spring tour with that song on that album. It's called Stuck in Your Head. And I'm sure it might, I'm sorry in advance if it got stuck in your head. So take it away, Benita.
Scum dog in there. Good to see
Thank you very much, Justin. Very, very interesting.
Stingy piggy.
Get us going. Okay, so let's do a sound check. Franca, go ahead. Okay, Franca's heading southbound.
Screen hog,
She's
yeah.
going to be doing some chants such as
Gotta get in there.
cancel the carbon tax, cancel the carbon tax,
Cancel the carbon tax.
cancel,
Weisinger.
cancel.
Carbon tax.
Hey, that's on you guys. Try this one. Axe the tax.
Axe the tax.
Axe the tax.
Axe the tax.
Axe the tax. Axe the tax. Have a great March. Those that are going marching, we'll see you back in an hour or so. We'll see you back then. Have a great March.
Are they going
Super
somewhere?
duper thank you all. This is great. And the rest of us are
Hey,
going
we got
to hang out here for a while.
hey, we got the,
My name is Benita Peterson. All fight
hey, we're gonna go on this walk here and see what's going on. Uh-oh. I don't know if I'm gonna go on that walk. That's a long walk. Sounds like too much work. Maybe I'll stick around here.
Let's keep in touch. And let's
I got
plan
my
more initiatives
backpack
so we
over
can
here,
push
too.
back against the carbon tax and other unreasonable restrictions on our rights and freedoms. So please get in touch with me. 780-349-0181 is one way you can text me, and we can stay in touch that way. Thanks for tuning in. Please go on Facebook and share out this broadcast.
Okay, I got to get my backpack here. I don't want to leave my backpack. Uh-oh. Oh, it's just a sign.
Brunswick is off. Highway runs off.
Now, let's see how far those guys got. Maybe I'll go with them. Hey, we're going to go and follow them over here. Let's see where this, they're walking down the road here. So we're going to walk with you here. Okay, I'm actually looking at the chat here as I'm IRL walking down the street here. And they've got some kind of a rally going on there. So we'll try and catch up to them here. They're up ahead there. See the rally. Thing here. The Axe the Tax rally. Axe the Tax. And there's a guy with some Axe the Tax signs on his truck. Really windy out here today. It's like terribly windy. You going with them on the walk?
I am. Sign back up. Two of them down in the
Cancel the carbon sacks. Oh, yeah. Well. Okay, let's go. Yeah, I'm not going to run, but we'll catch up. They're not moving that fast there. Yeah, we got 90 people in the chat, 16 people over on Facebook. Looking good. Getting over 100 people. Yeah. Yeah, the speeches of that were what I wanted to get there. I should have actually got up there and gave a speech.
I was going to talk about the fact that I'm a naturopathic doctor in Quebec, and this whole COVID is a facade.
Oh, yeah, you got to be careful what you say online. Because I'm going to strike if you're talking about COVID, and if the powers that be say that what you're saying is incorrect, then they'll strike your channel.
They're fact checkers on
Yeah. I don't know where those fact checkers come from, but they're pretty strict. A lot of things that you can't say anymore. Ooh, these are nice pillars on this store here.
You wouldn't have known that if you didn't come on.
If you weren't walking the walk.
We got a good little bit of footage, huh?
Yeah, it was actually pretty good. Let's cut across here. See if we can meet up with them. I think they're behind this building here. Oh, no, that's okay. Yeah, I brought a bunch of stuff with me. Let's see, can you actually get through here? Maybe not. They're over there. We're over here. Man, they're walking fast. They're way over there. Hey, Chad, do you think we'll catch up with them? Hey, don't call people names, Sandy. I don't call you a name, Sandy Foster. I know you're a liberal, but I don't call you any names. Little Potato is Trudeau, by the way. In case you didn't know. I don't know if we're going to catch up to him.
Oh, you will. It's right there. It's got a 1 inch fast.
Let's cross. Better cross here. Hey, tell them to slow down. We're trying to catch up. Now, all I know is this was a bad idea. There you go. My mother used to live up there. In that exact building, up on the very near the top of the building. When she was alive, that is. Well, my parents, mother and father. Okay, we're way behind the riot. The riot is up ahead here. We're trying to catch up to them. There's the transit guy looking to see whether or not our little rally is going to affect the transit, but not really. We're not impeding any kind of traffic here. Hang on, I got to fix this tripod. My tripod is too long here to be carrying. Hey, what are you guys doing? Giving up already?
Oh, I'm looking for my flag.
Oh, flag. Okay, what's going on here? You giving up already?
We gotta go move the car.
Yeah. Oh. Oh. Ticket. Yeah, I know. I got the same problem because I'm parked in a 2-hour parking spot. And I've been there for 2 hours, so I'm probably going to get a ticket. Hey, look at it. I found a sign right here. Spike the hike. I'm going to take the sign. Spike the hike. But I'm going to go back to my car because I'm going to go back. We're going to spike the hike rally over this way. It's just this lady over here who bought some stuff at Safeway and me. There's only 2 people in the carbon tax rally here. Hey, look at this. Brand new. Oh, this is the new hat on 122nd here. This is a brand new building. Just went up here. Look at, there's nobody living in this building. It's completely vacant. I don't see anything in there at all. Beautiful building though. Hey, spike the hike. Spike the hike. 87 in chat. Hey, powered RV in there. Backpack with beverages helps. That's true too. Never a dull moment, yeah. That's about it. Spike the hike. Carbon tax. It's like I'm the only guy walking around here with the sign. Spike the hike. I'm kind of an idiot here. What the hell? Okay, well, everyone went walking around there, so I don't know. They're walking like 4 miles or something. That's like way too far for me. I could barely walk 1 kilometer. Never mind 4 miles. It's freaking ridiculous. Oh, 46 people in Ottawa pirate. Oh yeah, hang on. Let me change that. Get rid of that comment. Raging Machine, all for one and one for all. No hikes here. Take a hike. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, well, come on. Who wants to pay more taxes? if you want to pay more taxes, there's absolutely something wrong with you. Okay. If you think it's a good idea to pay more taxes to try and save the climate, which of course they're, like, what are they going to spend the money on to save the planet? That's the real question. I don't think there's an answer to that, and that in itself is the fallacy of the entire carbon tax. You're not saving anything. All you do is you're gouging me and every other Canadian every time we buy anything. And it doesn't mean filling up your car. It means that there's pennies added on to every product that you buy because everything had to be transported, and it is now more expensive to transport anything, anywhere. And that's it, in a nutshell. Oh man. Spike the hike, axe the tax. Spike the hike. Spike the hike, axe the tax. We're the guys. We're the guys here that are trying to make it easy for everyone to live and expensive for everyone to live. But in fact, the government wants to make it more expensive for everyone. And that's it. So, that's the name of that game. So that was it. That was the carbon tax. That was the carbon tax rally in Edmonton, Alberta, Canada. And it looks like the rally is actually still continuing because they're going down the road over there, doing their thing. And meanwhile, I think I've pretty much had the biscuit here, as they say. And we're going to finish it off here by getting into my vehicle, which is right here. No, it doesn't look like Ant's vehicle with, like cult all written all over the side of it here. Hey, look at that guy going on his one wheel there. Incredible. And oops. Okay, let me get in my car here. Holy mackerel. Just stand by here. You know how these cameras are when you're trying to get in your car? They just never work out. So it's going to be me trying to get my key in here. Get that thing undone. Geez, there's cars trying to go by here. Hang on. Just got to readjust my tripod here to make it a lot shorter so I can put it in the seat of the car here. And we're good to go. One more here. Sorry for the bad video. There we go. Okay, now the tripod is set. Oh, the door just blew closed and it slammed on my leg. For God's sakes. Just about slammed on my leg and almost cracked my leg. Jeez. Unbelievable. Okay. Let me get going in the car here. Open some windows here. There we go. Okay, let me see how I get this tripod going here. If I can stick it somehow into a couple of places here that
I don't know. That's not that great. It's crooked. Internet dating, it's the best. Yeah, I know. I'm thinking of joining that new dating service for older seniors and stuff like that. It's called Carbon Dating. I think it's the place to find out more. There you go. Maple Blaze Productions in there. Hey, I heard you were live, Maple Blaze. Good to see you. Frosty in there. Fields of People's Heads. Broccoli in People's Heads. Yeah, you're in everyone's head. As long as you make the rounds and say a few words and people remember who you are and say hi. That's the way it works. So nice to see you. Wear something nice, yeah. That's a good thing. Okay, let's see what we can do here. This is a crappy thing here. Hang on. I can do better. Oh, I know how to do this. If I put this one out like that, then it's sitting at least a little bit horizontal, which is good. Unfortunately, it's sitting back a little bit, so you're getting the up here, the mirror. Actually, you'll probably be able to see the mirror. And we'll go for a bit of a drive here. Unfortunately, it's in a bad spot there where it's hard for me to see the chat. But I do say only clowns, Tommy. I see that in there. Let's see. Miss Frosty is saying hi. Good to see you. Maple Blazed in there. GGAB, very much love. And it was, but no more. So we're live. I saw you guys were live there earlier today. Looks good there. Good to see you. Maple Blaze Productions in the house. Ms. Frosty in there saying, worry, give way to anxiety or unease. Allow. Oh, it jumped off my screen here. Allow anxiety or unease. Allow one's mind to dwell on difficulty or troubles. Nobody is worried about either of you. Sandy Foster. Where's Noopy? Will she recover from her successful live last night? Oh, she was live? I missed that. Yeah, I was going to go live there last night, but I got into watching, I recorded Oak Island and a couple of other things there that I didn't watch on Sunday. So then I watched, I watched it last night, which was Sunday. So we recorded Oak Island and then I watched it. But anyways, it was pretty good. Pretty good. Tommy, they don't have to say anything and they're talking about them. It's strange. Yeah, that's weird. She was showing love for G. Scumdog. Hi, Tommy. Say my name, too. Scumdog. You scumdog, you. Danny's thoughts. I thought I was thinking, but I didn't know that I was thinking, so maybe I'm not thinking. Happy April Fool's Day. Oh, it's April Fool's today, too. I forgot about it. What's the April Fool's joke of the day? Like, what did you guys see out there that people did that was like an April Fool's joke? I don't see a ticket on my dashboard, by the way, and I've been parked here more than 2 hours, so I guess they don't come around checking all that much. James Gype is live. Yeah, if you have a small channel and you want to get some new subs on your channel, go over to James Gype. He'll give you a shout-out, and you'll get some people that will sub up to you. Sandy Foster, hard to tell, Tommy. Going to go to the protest, and we're going to get married. Going to the protest, and we're going to get married. Going to the protest of love. Oh, yeah. Nuts and crackers. Yeah, I remember that song when I was young. I remember walking down the street with my aunt, who was probably about 18 years old, and she was looking pretty sexy. And she was singing that song. And that's where I remember that song from. Going to the chapel. Sandy Foster, Oak Island, comes to Nova Scotia. Yeah. That's right. I love that show. Queenie is having my love child, April Fools. Oh, yeah, right. April Fools. Jesus, Graf. Yeah, right, Sandy. Ziggy Piggy in there laughing. Scumdog, thanks, Tommy. Kathy. Hey, Kathy, good to see you in there. You're always holding her up there, coming in there. Sandy Foster, you're a good person there. We love you. We love you, too. Love live, all the same. I like everyone. You know what? You know, whether you're a liberal or conservative or whatever, it doesn't matter because we're all human beings. We're all people. And sure, we have, you know, there are slight differences that you like this and I like that and whatever, but who cares? You know, we can all get along. The joke is our country now. Yeah, that's the April Fool joke is the life that we're leading now. fact that we're paying more for everything and we're actually laying down and we're taking it. How freaking ridiculous is that? It's unbelievable. The joke is affordable living. Yeah, you got that, Maple. Danny, later, machine, big ups. It's raging against the machine. Between Daisy screeching about Trump, Newfie screeching about Sandy, and Tommy Temper screeching about how evil women are. Women are not evil. Jeez, I don't know where you guys get that. I love women. I accept other people that are different, i.e. the LGBTQ community. I do not hate the LGBT community. I like everyone. Like, I don't know where you get that from. You know, you saw me at a protest with the LG people over on the other side of the street, and I was yelling at them, but I was only yelling at them to say, leave our kids alone, right? That's like the only thing I don't like. It's like, if those people are touching my kids, and I don't care whether you're LG or who you are, you don't touch my kids and you don't give my kids bad information that's going to make them, want to have, let's say, inappropriate, in my mind, sex, right? That makes sense? That's all it is. Cam, a stalker is a person who harasses or persecutes someone with unwanted obsessive attention. Yeah, there's, the trolls. These trolls here are actually stalkers because they're stalking me, they're stalking you, they're stalking everybody. And when they come out with a snide comment, that's because they're stalking you and they watch you and they go to every channel and they see you and they'll say something about you. Well, that's stalking. Like, you may not phone the police about it and go, oh, that person's stalking me. Go over and arrest them. No, the cop is going to go, well, yeah, that's the internet, whatever. Earthmaster, what's that? Earthquake in Japan, 6.1. Wow, that's not good. They seem to be getting a lot of earthquakes over there in Japan. Seems to be an area. Same thing with California. Take care, everyone. Ziggy Piggy, remember, life will be boring as F if you never mess up. That's right. Pirate RV, $1,000 a month for a room in BC now. Holy macaroni. That's a lot. Disclaimer. Everyone does not love Sandy Foster. However, wooden leg factories across the world embrace her. Nuts and crackers. Are you going to get in that? Wow, is it ever getting windy? I don't know if you can see that wind. It's super, super windy. Lots of dust blowing around here. See those flags over there. You said yesterday, something you said yesterday, Tommy Temper, not LGBTQ. LOL. Yeah. Well, no, but I'm not like negative. I'm gonna have to roll my windows up here because all this dust is coming in my car here. There's so much dust blowing around here. Music down there. Turn that fan off there. Yeah, I don't know. Well, yeah, I don't know. You might think that, but I like everybody. You guys, look at. I try and like everyone. I like Queenie. I like the G's. Even I try and like Red and that whole community over there. I don't really hate anybody. I just I don't like what people say, but what people say is up to them. And sometimes, I don't like hearing what they have to say. That's what it's all about. Nobody's perfect, and even I'm not perfect either. Why are you so hard on Sandy? She doesn't make fun of the giant wart on your nose. That's funny. No one hates the LGBTQ people, really, but it's all part of the depopulation agenda the doctors are making. Bank too big business. Well, look at the event there today. There was 2 LG people at the event. If you noticed, right after they did their speech, I went over and I shook the hand of both of the people. Now, if I didn't like them, I would never do that, would I? So I'm trying to show you that I'm a good person. But, you guys all think that everyone is terrible, and you try and find the bad things that they might have said or done, and then you pick at those little points and, try and cancel somebody out. Quit trying to cancel me out. Luckily, that Gra coward has me blocked. What? There you go. Hey, Gra, don't unblock Al Munson there. He's mad. He wants you to see his comments. He wants you to be his friend. Okay, Gra? Got that? By the way, where's Wizzy? I haven't seen Wizzy lately. Mind you, I'm pretty early in the day here. I think Wizzy's working. So if he's off work, then he pops in here a little later, once in a while. But we were doing some restreaming of the Scientology stuff, so I don't know. But that stuff is all the same. It's like the same every day, the same old Scientology stuff going on there. Linda Lou says, Tommy, right. Yeah, like throwing hamburgers at a couple of homeless people. No, Cannabis Rex. Actually, there were 6 hamburgers in that bag. Okay? That little video that I did, this is what I did. I went out and I bought 6 hamburgers, and I was going to hand out, 6 hamburgers to 6 people or 3 people or whatever. But, I didn't really come across too many homeless people. But then I come across those couple of guys, so I just gave them the 6 hamburgers there. What's wrong with that? But then you guys call me out. Like, you're calling me out for feeding the homeless. So because you're calling me out for feeding the homeless, I'm not going to video me feeding the homeless anymore. Do you see what you've done? You've actually made it so that I'm not going to do that anymore because of your coming back, the backlash. The backlash of me actually doing something good is that you guys are criticizing me in doing something good by feeding the homeless. You're saying, like, throwing hamburgers at a couple of homeless people. No, there were 6 hamburgers in the bag, and I handed the bag of hamburgers to the homeless guy. And you know what? They were appreciative. They loved it, right? They loved it. So I don't know why you're thinking that that's such a bad thing to help other people. Unbelievable. What's the matter with you guys? Red Scum. Who's that Red Scum? Corrine IRL. Yeah, she's been going hard, I noticed, Corrine. Doing, but, she doesn't get many people watching. She does those static videos and stuff like that. And, people want to see a face. They want to see somebody talking. It's like me here right now. You want to see me talking. What am I doing? Hang on here. Let me get my... the problem with this thing is it's so hard to change the camera around here. Got to go to front camera here. Here we go. Yeah. So, I'm wearing my I Love Oil and Gas thing here. So we're all decked out for the oil rally here. And, I'm just sitting in the car here doing my thing on the horizontal, too. Actually, I'm really impressed. I'm impressed with the feed here today because we've got 84 people. We had over 100 people in the feed here. So on the horizontal, that's actually pretty good. Usually you have to go vertical to get a whole bunch of people in the room here. But we've got lots of people watching. Thank you very much, everyone that tuned into the channel here today and is checking out our fantastic horizontal feed here today. I should go into a restaurant or something like that. Go live into the restaurant. Linda Lou, Tommy, seems you can't do anything right, pretty much. Is it our fault now that you don't donate to the food bank? Yeah, it'll be your fault that I don't donate to the food bank. No, but it's your fault that I don't show it on video, okay? I'm not going to show giving any money or donating or helping any homeless people out or anything like that. I'm not going to show it on video, okay? I'm not saying that I'm not going to do that. We're still going to do that because I did that before I got into video, even that we'd donate to the homeless, help the homeless, donate clothing and stuff like that. Like there's a women's shelter, women and children, and we go there all the time. My wife loves to go there and donate, old clothing and stuff like that to the women's shelter because they always need stuff like that there. So, and food products, stuff like that. What's wrong with feeding the homeless, Tommy? That was a gesture, sir. Exactly, Johnny L. You understand what it's all about. But, if the people don't like you, then why would you record yourself feeding the homeless in the first place? Why did I do that? Because I wanted to show you guys that I was taking some of the donations that you were giving me, and I was actually taking that money and giving it to the homeless people. I wanted you, the chat, to know that the donations that I got, where I said I was going to use the donations to help the homeless people, I wanted to show you that I was actually doing that. What's wrong with that? Plus the people that I videoed, I actually asked them whether or not I can video them before I video them, okay? So it's not like I'm just shoving a camera in somebody's face either. I'm like saying, hey, you guys mind if I video you? And they go, yeah, we don't care. And I go, oh, okay, yeah. Here you go. Here's some food or whatever. Got a shout out from Tommy, Red Scum. Yeah, you got that, Red Scum. Where did you come from, Red Scum? I don't know. Like, what genre are you from? Where did you come from? To me, you sound like you came from Red Pirates crew over there. I don't know where Red Scum came from. Anyone know who Red Scum is there? But good to see you. Nuts and crackers. Homeless people actually love it when they are publicly humbled with food. Yeah, they do. They do. They actually loved it. They did. They didn't mind that I videoed them, and they actually were appreciative that I gave them the burgers there. So there you go. Al's Gerbil Farm is in the house. Yeah, I like you there, Al. Al's Gerbil Farm, looking good. Popping in the back door, as they say. Linda Lou, you would. She's just restreaming a shitty AHN program. Oh, yeah, from Rumble. No Korean in that shell. Yeah, well, that's the problem, is that she's restreaming stuff like that, and it has a really limited interest. You know, she's interested in that stuff, and she is, genuinely. That's the reason that she's streaming that stuff. But for the average person, yeah, you know, that's why you only see like 5 people in the room there watching that stuff. So, but if she goes live on this camera there, people want to see her live on the camera. You know, when you go to a live stream, you want to see somebody in there in the stream actually talking, actually, you know, got their face in there. You don't want to see some rerun of something or other. To me, that's not a live, that's a premiere, right? When you do a show like that and all you're doing is showing some rerun, that's a premiere. And you should label it as a premiere, not as a live. You know what I mean? Nuts has a sense of humor and a great taste in music, and doesn't dwell on the same crap. Exactly. When Cam Worm, so ridiculous. Troy on YouTube. Dory knows. Machine. Cannabis Rex. Why do you have to show it on video? That's the point. Why do I have to show it on video? Because that was the proof that I received some donations, and I actually transformed it into some food and fed some homeless people. That's why I did that. But you know, hey, I understand, and I understand that you don't like it, and you don't like to see me feeding the homeless people, so I won't do a video like that again, okay? So don't worry about that. Corrine will be live at 5 Eastern, 10/4. Got that, G-Gab. Be live at 5 Eastern time. We got you. Why not show it? He's a streamer. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, I know. Yeah, that's the whole thing. Is you get different people. Some people look at it and they go, "Hey, great, I like that," and they give you a thumbs up or a heart or whatever. They even, you know, say something in there. Great job, you know, thanks for doing that or whatever. And other people, they go like, "You heartless bastard, you." Feeding the homeless and videoing it, for God's sakes, why do you have to make that person feel so bad by putting them on video just because you're going to give them a burger or something like that, you know? Well, yeah, okay. So it is. That's the way it is. You win some, you lose some. Can't please everyone. Diagolon. Oh, you're with Diagolon. Red Scum. that's your common point. Hey, well, I'd like to introduce you to Frosty Broccoli. Okay, he's our local critic of the Diagolon group. So Frosty, if you're in there, you might have something to say to Red Scum there. Just saying. I'm just saying. You know, not. You don't have to say anything, but I'm just saying. You might want to say something to him there. No gays allowed over there. Yeah. Well. You know, I don't know. My own view is, you know, I would never say no gays. You know, like, hey, if you're gay, hey, good for you. Good for you. If you're, you know, not everybody is the same. We're not all the same. You know, there's an XY and there's an XX and there's probably a YY and a YX and you know, it's all different things out there. We're not all the same, you know. And I'm not about to say that there's only men and only women. No, there isn't. There's other people that are in between too. Like, I learned that a long time ago. The first time that I saw a picture of a hermaphrodite, I thought, holy crap, you know, like, there's not just women and men. There are people that are somewhere in between there. Okay, so there you go. That's my thought on that. Corrine IRL, watch replay. Watch her live when she restreamed it. There you go. There's the information there. Banned, censored. Woo, she's getting some stuff off of Rumble there, it looks like. Looks good. Check her out there. They don't have to watch. That's right, Linda Lou. Yeah, if you don't like it, don't watch. And you don't have to comment either. Let's put it this way. If I went to go and meet those two guys that I gave the burgers to, and I said, hey, what did you think of those burgers? I bet you that they would be appreciative. They go, hey, that was cool of you doing that. Thanks a lot. Yeah, it's just the trolls, K9. Trolls are trying to keep me going here. That's what trolls do, is they'll get you on a tangent that has nothing whatsoever to do with what you're talking about, which is, in this case, the carbon tax, right? And you get me talking about giving a burger to a homeless guy. What the hell has that got to do with the carbon tax? Nothing. Okay, Rusty Trombone. Yeah, exactly. Frosty, there you go. There's Frosty in there. Good night, the Democrats, Joe Biden lovers with the Trump-loving dog Nazis bringing people together. Broccoli's bringing everyone together. Bringing them all together. Look at this girl's dress here. What the heck? She likes cats. Oh, I'm not. I was going to show you her dress. She had a bunch of cats on her dress there. I was trying to see what it was there. Okay, I'm going to get mobile here and get going. Let's see if we can. We have him and all of his info. Oh, Red Scum. Oh, broccoli then. Okay, so you guys are familiar with broccoli. I love to live stream myself, putting cash in the church offering every Sunday. You probably take money out. What are you talking about? Tommy, I know you do it out of the goodness of your heart. Tommy showed it on his video. They show that money he gets from people here goes to good cause. He explained that. Yeah, exactly. I know. And I said that a long time ago too. That was the reason I did that. Well, people don't care. They just still will brag on you and try and make you feel bad and criticize you. And, at the end of the day, they feel like they won, because they go, ha, ha, ha. But, if you're doing that to make me not feed the homeless or not help the homeless, like, what's the matter with you? When you see somebody helping the homeless, why would you criticize them? Like, that makes no sense whatsoever. You're like against helping homeless people? Don't do that. Speaking of filming homeless, sometimes they are recognized by family as they have been missing. That's true too, yeah, you got a point. Telescope going hard today. What's Telescope up to? Is he live? Is he on the air? I don't know that he's goes live all that often, but maybe Telescope is in one of the chats or something like that. I didn't see Telescope in here. I don't see Telescope all that much anymore. I think he's not on the internet as much anymore and concentrating on helping the drug addicts there with his job. So I think he helps drug addicts with his work. He knows all about fentanyl and all the rest of that stuff. Imagine being afraid to leave your house. Yeah, exactly. Poor Telescope, no playpen to hang out in. Yeah. Oh, yeah, and yeah. And Jeff there, too. Remember Telescope and Jeff there? They were doing the tag team thing there, and then they split up. Poor Jeff there. Jeff, he died there the other day, so. Rest in peace, Jeffrey. Overlander Express, Jeff. Kit Kat, he fed people that are hungry. That's all that matters. Stop bitching people. Yeah, exactly. Exactly. You're all wild. Gatekeeping Jeff's passing. Yeah. That's Jeff. Jeff and I were friends. I never said anything negative about Jeff. I always was, pretty cordial with him, and he was with me too. We never fought, and he was on my channel, no problem. I was on his channel, no problem. He and I always said hi to each other. I know that he had certain things that he would say that even I would think, that's not true, But that was Jeff, and we all knew that. Everyone knew that he was going to say stuff that would come out as being a little bit unbelievable. But maybe he was in that state with his mind. Maybe he had some things going on in his head that was making him a little bit off balance to where he thought things were true when they weren't true. Like he was getting a little older, and people start believing different things. Your mind changes. I don't know what he had or whatever, but maybe he had something that was making him into believing things that were not true, and saying things that were not true. But yeah, he was a good guy. He was a fun guy. You guys had fun with him. You guys trolled him, and he was a good, easy guy to troll because he would get mad and start yelling quite easily. And you guys loved that, where you could troll him and get him going. Whereas it's not really like me. I don't really get to the point where I start yelling and arguing and fighting and going off the handle. MT Native in there. I felt bad about Jeff. Yeah, his mom and his cat too. He was this character. Yeah, he was a good guy. That was MT in there with that comment. MT Native, I felt bad for Jeff. His mom and his cat. He was a character. We got a new subber there. Yeah, turn on subs only. I don't know if it's turned on there, but turn it on, Mod, if you can. Subs only for at least 1 minute. We got thanks for subbing there, Trundle TG, new subscriber in the chat there. Thanks a lot for subbing up. Appreciate that. Jeff hated the LGB. That's why he was great. I don't know. I'm not sure if he didn't. I don't know that he didn't like LG. That I have no idea. But he was religious. He was a very religious type person. So I know that some religious people are like anti-gay. So I don't know if that was the deal with him. Hard to say. But yeah, I see your point there, Red Scum. Nut seemed a little opportunistic and a bit disingenuous. Ooh. Welcome to YouTube. We got a fillet of fish in honor of Jeff for lunch. What? I don't get that one. Fillet of fish. What's that in honor of Jeff for lunch? Oh. Okay, somebody should be streaming his funeral. He's got to have a funeral somewhere, and there should be somebody out there streaming his funeral so we can all see it. It used to be that if you videoed or took camera pictures or stuff like that at a funeral, people would yell at you, you know, what are you doing there? That's sacrilegious, disrespectful, blah, blah, blah. But these days, you know, people video everything. So you never know. Maybe we'll see Jeff's funeral there at some point. Can't blame YouTube on you being a POS. Oh, well. So it looks like Frosty is fighting with Nuts. Well, of course, Nuts and Crackers. I know you're starting it. But remember, Nuts and Crackers is not really a bad guy. He's a troll. And he's trolling you, trying to get a reaction out of you. So, you know, don't think of Nuts as being a bad guy. He's just, a kind of a troll kind of a guy. There's nothing out there on these wacky YouTube streets that resemble real life. It's all entertainment. Yeah, you got that right. That's true. Have it turned on even when you went live. Right on. Sounding good. Nobody can tell AR-15 assault rifle anymore. Jeff is dead, yeah. It's now the guy we're talking about is Overland Express. That was the name of his channel. Jeff was the guy's name. Rest in peace, yeah. Long Island Audit is live. Nuts and Crackers. Guess who her boyfriend is? Ooh, I wonder. Not sure. I'm actually not far behind on the chat at all. That's good. Doing pretty good here. Okay, so I'm going to get mobile here. Some funeral homes offer viewing. Yeah. Yeah, they have a camera in there too and stuff like that. Diagolon preaching hate, division, and intolerance. I'm the supposed bad guy? Yeah, exactly, Brett. Yeah, I know. I noticed that. I was watching the Diagolon guys, and they do seem to be a little bit prejudiced there, and they do seem to be a little bit hateful. You know, you should write down a log of all the things that are like negative about what those guys do. Maybe they need to smarten up a little bit and, stop hating on anybody. You know, like if the group is hating on people and it's a kind of a hate group, well, that's not good. You know, I would never be part of something like that. So, but on the other hand, you're definitely so be it. Okay, I'm going to flip my camera around here and give you the view of the street here. Stand by. Changing of settings here. Oh, what's that? Talking. The hell? Just let me double check here. Oh, hang on. Camera's good. Let me go back to audio here. Hang on. Settings, audio. iPhone microphone. Okay, yeah, we still got iPhone microphone. That's good. What other choice do we have? Oh, Toyota Tacoma. No, I don't want that. Taco. Okay, let me get this camera set better here. Get it off of me because my face is way too big here. And we'll go with just a back camera. This one here looks good. And we'll just put it out my front window. Okay, so unfortunately I can't see my chat all that well because of my, oh, actually this is a crappy thing here, hang on. Put it like that, that's better. Okay, I had it stuck in I have my camera on a tripod, like an actual tripod. So because my tripod is in my car here, I stuck one leg of the tripod in my cup holder here. But then I couldn't move my stick shift because it was in the way of the stick shift. So I moved it over to the other cup holder, and I think I got it set up pretty good here. So I think we're ready to go. Okay, we're going to take a drive on the city of Edmonton, Alberta, Canada. I'll show you around here a little bit. Hopefully this setup will just stay here, and that'll be good. Oh no, I can't turn where I want to turn. I want to turn right there. Look, the sign says no turn. Well, that's the most ridiculous thing. I want to turn left here, and I can't turn left. Okay, I'm going to have to go around the block or something. So we'll do that. Linda Lou! Against the Jewish people, you remember. Okay, well, I'm not going to read the chat here because it's actually, you'll get what's called distracted driving thing there. Oh, they're taking those signs down there now. The sign, the petition sign over to my right there. There's a guy on a ladder. And that rally is actually happening until 4 o'clock today, so I'm going to maybe head back over to where the rally is there and just see if there's anything else going on there. And if there is, we'll get out of the vehicle again there and see. That's a pretty long light. I can't see it if there's anything coming. Signs of petition. Yeah, we still got some people there. Right here is where the rally was here today. And there's still a few people hanging around there. I think they're waiting for the people that are walking around to come back this way. Because there's some people that went on a walking protest. This guy here doesn't know how to drive. Okay, here we go. Okay, let's drive around a little bit here and see what's happening. Downtown Edmonton. 104th Avenue coming up here. Stony Plain Road. Take a right over here. Bridge closed. Travel delays. Let's go in this way here. Looks like they're working on the road here. This, I think, is where they're putting in the LRT. Some kind of LRT construction or something going on here. Making a brand new LRT. Light rail transit. 159.7 is our gas. Okay, remember we talked about the carbon tax? 157. Okay, the 157. Now it was 145. The gas was 145 on Sunday. So now it's 157. So it's gone up like 12 cents. 12 cents a liter here. And I think they said that it was 13 cents a liter is what the tax was that was being imposed today. So today you're spending 13 cents more per liter because of the so-called Trudeau carbon tax that everyone is sick and tired of paying. And there's proof right there that the first gas station that I see there is selling the gas at 157, which 157 is actually extremely high-priced gas for Edmonton, Alberta. Now, if you know where I'm living, Edmonton, Alberta is just south of the tar sands, the oil sands, the place where the biggest amount of oil in those tar sands is anywhere in the world. And there's like they've estimated to be over a 100-year supply of oil at existing usage levels in these tar sands. So there's a huge amount of oil, you know, and it's not going away. You know, if you don't use it today, well, it'll be there for tomorrow. But anyways, we're really, really close to where they actually pull the oil out of the ground is what I'm saying. So there's very little shipping that needs to be done. You don't need to transport the oil very far because the oil refinery is right here in Edmonton. Okay, on the east side of the city is the oil refinery. So they pull the oil out of the ground really close. They refine it really, really close. Okay, here's the people on the rally right here. Here's the rally right here. It's the carbon tax rally. That's where they're at now. They're coming back to that location there. So they're going to be back there pretty soon. Not a really super big rally, but still, they're out there and they're getting the word out. So that's where they're at. Okay, we're approaching a very, very famous building in Edmonton here. It's the building where the Oilers play hockey, and it's called Rogers Place. Rogers Place right ahead here. And you can see it's a pretty unique looking building. You can see it dead ahead there, and it's a kind of a oddball slanted building, weird looking building. But that is the hockey arena. And we're coming up to it here pretty quick. We'll check it out. See what's going on. We got, Raging Against the Machine is in there. We see you in there. Carbon dating, yeah. Yeah, exactly. That's funny. I know. I'm working on a stand-up routine. I want to go and do a stand-up routine. I don't know if I can do it or not. I don't know if my memory is good enough to remember all these jokes, you know, because that's it. To be a really good comedian, you have to have the presence, you know, and I kind of have the presence because I can stand up and I can talk to a group of people. I don't have any qualms about doing that. But the problem that I have is, you know, I can talk about a topic, no problem, but to have to remember actual jokes is very, very difficult. And, you know, one joke after another joke after another joke, you have to practice, you know, like you have to practice saying the jokes over and over and over before you get them, you know, to where you don't have to be reading them off of a piece of paper or whatever, a list or something like that. Holy jeez, I don't know what the hell they're doing here, but this will be a nice city if they ever get it finished, put it that way. And as we're going now, it doesn't look like it's getting finished all that easily here. It's like construction on this entire road here. Okay, there's Rogers Place right in front of me. And I don't know if you're going to be able to see it because we're in the car and we're going kind of fast, but there is a statue of Gretzky. That's the stupidest road ever. Okay, there's Rogers Place right there, right in front of us. Right in there is Rogers Place. Check it out. Going right under it here. This is one of the larger arenas. This is a pretty modern, just built just a few years ago arena. There's a casino in here and a few restaurants and stuff like that. But this is the actual Rogers Place where the Edmonton Oilers play. And there is a Gretzky statue. The Gretzky statue is right there. I don't know if you saw it at all, but that was a Gretzky statue. Okay. Let's get her in here now. Oh, I had the camera a little bit off kilter there, so That's a little bit better there now. So I'll just leave the camera there. As we head down into the poorer part of Edmonton, we'll see what's going on there before we head over. I'm on the north side of the river, and we will see what cooks here. I don't know what this guy is doing. He's like stopping right here. What's the matter with people? That lady just stops right there. That's a bus stop. You don't just stop at a bus stop. She definitely deserved a horn on that one. Okay, dead ahead is, you see that, the one that looks like a pyramid? That one is our city hall. And it's like an icon, like a visual experience, a leaking window. You know, like anytime I see a whole bunch of windows like that on a pyramid or something like that, it's like that is a big amount of money that will be spent on keeping that thing operational, because those windows are going to leak like a sieve right there. And here's our courthouse right here. Courthouse here. Here's our land titles building on the left. Land titles. And on the left is our police station that we're passing here right now. Police station on that side. And probably the worst part of town is right here by the police station. It's kind of what's known as kind of your Skid Row area of Edmonton, where the kind of down and outs hang out, that sort of thing. It's where the homeless people are, where the shelters are, and that kind of thing. It's kind of right here in the downtown area. Let's check it out and see what's happening here, see what we can see. See what's new in the area here. Okay, there's a police car right there. A bunch of police cars. Here's the area where there's kind of, this is the area where people are hanging out and they set up tents in the area here and all kind of stuff. They're eating, just hanging out. I think they put those rocks on that one side there just so that people won't hang out there. But you can see a lot of people just kind of just hanging out, just doing nothing. Just kind of surviving, as you might say. This is the area where everyone survives. There's a tent right there in the middle of the street. More people hanging out there. More people over here hanging out here. Looks like there's some people feeding them there. They saw some people waving at us there. Looks like a kind of people are feeding the homeless there. That's what that looked like, which is a good thing. Glad to see that. Again, there's people like everywhere here. You know, it doesn't matter where you look. There's people just hanging out all over this area here. So that's this is what we call Boyle Street area, where it's a Boyle Community League here, and this is kind of the down and outs where they are hanging out, where the foodless or the homeless shelter and stuff like that are in this area. I didn't really drive by the homeless shelter, but that was in the area. The whole area is kind of like that. So it's a kind of a little bit of a depressing thing going through that area and seeing what's going on. Here again is another building here. This one here has got people hang out in that building there too. But yeah, it's not too bad. It's not too bad. There's people out here. Like I would say there was maybe about 100 homeless people there, whatever that we just passed by there. So yeah, there's enough of them out there. Yeah, there's more people right around here where I am here. They're pushing shopping carts and all kind of stuff around here. Oh, I don't know what's going on ahead there. You got a bus that's stalled out there. Scumdog! You're entertained by the chat. Well, that's good. I'm glad that the chat, yeah, that's nice. That's nice because when I'm not able to look at the chat, like right now, the chat is able to communicate with you're able to communicate with each other and have a little conversation amongst yourselves. That's what's good. That's where you have a good group of people that have some differences, but still end up being, a little pretty much respectful to each other. Uh-oh. Am I going to be able to get around this bus? Oh, he's moving. He's changing lanes. Good. Hey, I know that truck, that yellow truck. I think that's my neighbor. Okay, we're going to go down into the river valley here now, so let's check it out. This guy here has to yield to that guy. He's going straight. Oh, look at that e-bike. That's a cool e-bike that guy's driving. These guys are crazy. Both of them have a yield sign. I have a yield sign, and towards us has a yield sign. The guys going from our right do not have a yield sign. And this guy here is going, doesn't know when to go. That's funny. Okay, let's get going. We're going to go downhill here. We're going to go past the so-called funicular. Okay, we're going down a really steep hill here, so watch it. Watch out that we don't go out of control here. There's a thing on the side of the road here holding the river bank up here. We're going down into the river valley. And let's check it out here. Hang on. Actually, I'm going to pull in here. So let me pull in here. And then we'll go out with the camera for a couple of views here. Only because this is a pretty cool area here. I'll show you what it looks like around here. Now, this is like supposed to pay for parking here, but what the hell? Why do you have to pay for parking? Okay, I'm going to go out here. Let's go outside. Hang on. I hope I don't get a ticket. I don't see anyone giving tickets here. Okay, I'm just going to unplug my... Oh, actually, I have my phone plugged in already here. Okay, there we go. Let me get out of here. We'll go show you some of the views here of my city. Oops. Show you what it looks like here. Okay, check this out. Okay, right there is the River Queen. If you can see that boat right there, that's a paddle wheeler. The name of it is the River Queen. And it's at Edmonton River Boat is the website, edmontonriverboat.com, I think, probably, or .ca. There's our LRT right there. You can see the LRT going across the bridge. That's a brand new LRT. They just built that one. And that one goes from downtown Edmonton to Mill Woods, and they built that brand new bridge. There's a footbridge underneath that bridge where you can walk, but the LRT goes out over it. Over there is some Oriental stuff there. We have a Chinatown in Edmonton here, and there's some Chinese stuff over there. Over this way here, the hill. Then you've got downtown Edmonton up over here. You can see a bunch of the buildings in downtown Edmonton. Here's some birds out there. The river is still frozen, though. There you can see the North Saskatchewan River. It's called the North Saskatchewan River because this river goes from the Rocky Mountains and ends up all the way over into Saskatchewan. So the North Saskatchewan River here flows all the way to Saskatchewan. And that's the deal with that. Holy geez, the screen is pretty dark here. I can barely see.
my screen here. Well, let's see what the chat has to say. Who we got in there? We got Roy Stalin in there. Hey, Roy, good to see you. Really, really hard to see my chat here. Okay, I'm gonna go back in the truck here. Anyways, this is the River Valley area here, and it's actually quite nice here. This is where, if I had my e-bike, tomorrow I think I'm gonna go on an e-bike ride. So maybe I'll go live tomorrow on my e-bike because it's gonna be about 23 degrees Celsius tomorrow. A very nice day, and we should be able to go bike riding tomorrow. So I think that's what I'll do tomorrow. So yeah, on a typical day, I would not be driving Little Red here, or a Little Red Tacoma. But instead, we'll be riding maybe my e-bike. That would be fun. So we're looking forward to that happening. Or we will be. Let's get this thing back in here again. Okay, now I can see the chat. When I was standing out there in the sun was so bright that I couldn't see the chat at all. Lion Roars is in there saying, Tommy Temper has a better phone holder than you do. You need a new one. Oh, who's that? Yeah, my phone holder here is actually a tripod, an Evolution brand video tripod. And it has a nice handle on it, like for doing video camera work, that kind of thing. And yeah, this thing is actually pretty good. I like it. Works out well. Roy Stalin, you should have a lawn chair. Yeah, right, exactly. Well, I am kind of sitting out here. Oops, get this right here. Have a good look at what's going on here. LRT and light rail transit have the same number of syllables. Light rail transit. We call LRT light rail transit is what that acronym is used. At least we use it like that here. That river is elite. Yeah, it's pretty cool. I've actually been on that River Queen boat too. What they do is you get on it and then they have a meal. It's like a restaurant. So you sit there and you have your food, and then they go for a cruise up and down the river as you're eating your food. So yeah, it's a fun time on that boat. MT Native says, Cam, I don't know what's going to happen. No one is going to be able to work in the service industry here. And then what? Yeah, that's the problem. Things are getting worse, and it's getting harder and harder to run a business these days. The problem with running a business is I'm seeing that businesses that are in operation have to hire a security guard now. You never used to see that. But even your low budget places like a Value Village or a Goodwill, they've got a bunch of security guards there at the doors. And you know what? I actually saw a guy rob the Value Village store. Well, not rob, but he stole some merchandise. And the security guards saw him and they watched him walk out of the store. They yelled something at him, and that was about it. They didn't chase him. They didn't say, give the stuff back. They didn't do anything like that. They just basically let the guy walk out with the merchandise. And, when I said to them, I said, well, what's going on here? I said, are you going to call the police? And they go, well, no. And I said, well, how often does that happen? And they go, well, that happens like quite a few times every day. Like it's quite a normal thing. So it's unbelievable what's going on here. They aren't calling the police. They're just letting the people walk. And the people, the transient people, the homeless people are now being conditioned, just like in California. Up here is exactly the same, where they're allowing them to get out of the stores with the stolen merchandise. They're not arresting them. They're not doing anything like that. And they're just letting them do what they want. That's the problem. The boat is for sale? That boat is nothing but trouble, really, honestly. Because a couple of years ago, that the water rose or something like that, and it went over where it's moored. It's got some posts in the ground there, right near the front of the boat there. You probably can't. Maybe you can see it, but there's a vertical pillar, and whatever, the thing got hung up on that pillar because the water rose and it damaged the boat, and they had to pull the boat out of the river and fix it. So they fixed it. Now it's back in there again. So the boat is for sale. So if anyone wants to buy a river boat, there's the River Queen right there. You can get more information at Edmonton Riverboat dot whatever. You figure it out. 1692 has lawn chair lease program. Yeah, and poop bucket lease program. We need a poop bucket over here. I want to be a homeless in Canada. It looks nicer than here. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, it's nice. It's a slice. Homeless anywhere sucks, I'm sure. Yeah, exactly. What does the video quality look like here? I'm transmitting out at 1080p. Hit that button and just tell me, are you actually watching the video in 1080p? Is that what it looks like on YouTube? I just wonder. Seashell Rachel says, pick the West Coast or Southern BC to be homeless. Yeah, exactly. BC is getting to be a like an NDP land of whatever. There comes another LRT. If you can see way off in the distance, let me see where it is on my video here. If you can see that LRT, but there's another one coming there right in the middle, and he's going to be going over to that bridge. Let's see if we can see that LRT. I can see it coming. It's coming down that hill way over there. And then it will come through those pyramids. You can see the top of the pyramids there, right by the pole. And then they'll come over onto this bridge over here, over in this direction here. But yeah, this is a pretty nice spot. It's nice and sunny here right now too. Very nice and sunny. It's a good day to be out and about. Nuts and Crackers says, we know who you are. Oh, transit, not train. Got it. Yeah, it's like light rail transit. It's like in-city type stuff. This is not like outside of the city. Like I would say that outside of the city, you got trains that go in between cities. But these things are like within the city. Reagan, then what good are they? Nightbot in there. Quack in there. Hey, Tommy, sorry I missed you today. I was close by. Oh, that's too bad. That's too bad. I was looking for you there, but I did see lots of other people. Lots of people said hi, Tommy Temper. A lot of people knew me there from, from social media, from seeing me online here. So yeah, we had lots of people that said hi to me, and there are lots of people that knew me by my real name too. So I have to tell people, don't dox me. Sandy will be much easier now that Troll Central is now Travel Central. Ah, okay. I thinking TC is Truth or Crop. Do you love Sandy, Petey? Peter Burns. I know that Peter doesn't like Telescope because I know he always has something to say about Telescope. That's true. Wow, it's hot. It's getting too hot in here. I'm burning. I'm burning up. There better not be somebody give me a ticket for parking here. You need a ticket to park here, and I didn't get a ticket. If guy comes around, I'll just tell him that I actually was born here and I have a right to frickin' park wherever the hell I want. Peter, I thought that was just your backside. If you look at Messenger, I posted some. Okay, sounds good. Nice pic of you. Oh, very nice. I'll post that on my. Thanks a lot for taking the picture there. Lions did. Okay, gotcha. In the Messenger. We'll take a look at that Messenger. Yeah, there's that boat. The River Queen. The River Queen. It's the River Queen. Look at that. We got 20 people watching on Facebook. Wow. Thanks a lot, everyone on Facebook. Good to see you. Good to see all of our people on Facebook. It's building up a little bit. We're getting more of an audience on Facebook now there. I didn't really used to get much traction on Facebook, but good to see that we have 20 people over there watching on Facebook. That's a good thing. Okay, I'm going to head out from this location and we will head over to the south side of the river and see what's going on there on the south side. Let's go. Maybe go to a restaurant or something. That'd be fun. Okay, here we go. Let me just get the camera aligned a little bit here. Looking good. The same way that we went before. There we go. Whole bunch of people over there. What the hell are they doing there? Okay, that's some kind of Oriental thing there. And let me see, what kind of people are there, though? I don't know whether they're Oriental or what. But anyways, there's some kind of a monument type thing over there. So they're over there doing something. What's that guy doing? Putting some garbage away. Oh, he's cleaning his car out. Great place to clean your car. Not. Okay, here we go. Okay, I got to go down this hill now. This is hard to get on this road because it's really high hill here. We're going way up here, and I got to really boot it to get. And I want to turn left here, and this car's coming down the hill fast, and this car's coming up the hill fast, and we just have to wait until there's nothing coming. Okay, this looks pretty good right about now. Okay, that's our convention center. Convention center over there. And here's our funicular, the famous elevator that goes up the hill. And we call it the funicular in Edmonton. It's a funicular. Right here. This one here that's crossing the road, that's a funicular. $22 million to build this funicular. Well, you can't see it. You don't know what it is, but that's it. Okay, let's go for a ride here. We're in the river valley here now. This is the valley. The valley of the jolly. Ho, ho, ho. Green giant. Okay, we're going to turn right here and then zoom around this clover leaf. Now we got a red light here. What does that mean? What are you supposed to do on a red light? Well, I guess you're supposed to stop, and then we'll go again. Oh, there's a Mustang coming behind us here. Let's see this Mustang. Hey, that looks just like my Mustang, except it's white. Mine is red. Okay, we'll let this guy pass us and check out this Mustang. It's like about a 1990 Mustang, and we'll just see what it looks like here. We'll let him pass us here. There he goes. Look at that, baby. Cobra. Mine is identical to that. 91 Cobra. Mustang. Look at that baby. She's nice. I love it. I'd have him a race if I was in mine. Mine is all red. Complete red. That one is like a white one with a gray bottom with a red stripe in the middle. Nice one. He's cool. Oh, there's that photo radar up there again. I know I saw him up there once before. What the heck is that guy doing there? ProMark. Oh, that's the guy that does marking of lines and stuff like that, utility lines, that kind of stuff. Okay, I cannot read the chat as I'm driving. The camera's actually right beside me here, not in front of me, because I have it sitting on my tripod with one leg in the cup holder, one leg on the seat. Actually, two legs. There's two cup holders. I've got two legs in the cup holder and one leg in the seat. And I have the legs adjusted so that the camera is actually properly horizontal. So it's pretty cool. Okay, we're back up on the south side of the river here now. And we're going to go drive down what's known as Saskatchewan Drive, which is our road that runs along the Saskatchewan River. Go figure. Saskatchewan Drive is right along the Saskatchewan River. Okay, now here is, I'll turn the camera more that way because that's the river valley. You might see more that direction, like up the river.
Saskatchewan Drive. Okay, well, you're getting a little bit of a view out the window there of the river valley. That's the river valley down to the right out of my window there. You can see that. Okay, now we're back over here again. Okay, driving down, we're on 86th Avenue here. We're driving down 104th Street, going southbound now. We're at 86th Avenue here. Looking pretty good out here. It's a beautiful day too. Like, this is a great day to like ride a bike or something like that. It was supposed to only get up to like 11, I think about 11 degrees, something like that. Not super hot, but being out here in the sun is actually quite nice. It's you know, with the sun beating on your face, it warms you up, and it seems a little bit warmer than 11 out in the sun. And of course, sitting in my truck here, well, it's very hot in here with the windows closed. See what's cooking down here. Okay, this is my stomping grounds right here. This is where I hang out. I hang out in this area, on this boulevard, on these streets. There's a restaurant called Meat right beside me there. Palomar, you got the L'Oreal's on White, the Bamboo Ballroom, Palomar, the Mash. A few places here that are gone vacant. The one on the right there, it's vacant for sale. Hey, for sale. If you're going to buy a building, that's for sale there. There's the pizza joint. Looking good. Fun time out here. Okay. Hey, I should go into a restaurant. Let's see if I can park. There's a lot of people in that restaurant. Nah, maybe not. Maybe I won't do that and say I did. Well, think about it. How about that? Well, let's sit here for a minute, and I'll just chat with you just for a little bit, and we'll call it a day here. Call it a stream day. How about that? Let me change the camera over here. The only thing about StreamYard here is that it's kind of hard to change the camera from one camera to another, just because it takes so many push buttons. You got to push the button so many times there to change the camera. That's the problem with that StreamYard. Okay, you're gonna hide that chat, and let's see what's going on there in chat. Reagan Against the Machine. What's the best way to cook toilet paper? Brown it on one side. Yeah. What's brown and sticky? What's brown and sticky? Well, of course, a stick. A stick is the answer. What city is this, folks? This is Edmonton, Alberta, Canada, is where I'm in. This is the largest city this far north anywhere on the planet. So we live far north, and it's a big city. I don't know. Chat, you know how many people live in Edmonton? What is this? Is it 1.6 million? Is that what I saw in the chat there? In my mind, it was like we were not quite a million. You know, now we're like whatever, 10 years, 15 years later, 1.6 million or something. We're expanding a lot. There's a lot of newcomers coming to Edmonton, and we're seeing a lot of stuff happening. 21 tomorrow. Yeah, tomorrow I'm going to go for a bike ride at some point, probably in the afternoon, so we'll see that. Salad is good, Don. Any questions from the chat there? Just while I see the chat here, and I'm sitting here watching you with my face right here in the screen. Hi, Timmy, says Sable. Hey, Sable, sounds good. Yeah, drop a link there, Sable. Check out Sable's music video channel there if you could. She'll drop a link there, and check out Sable's channel there. She's got a channel that she's expanding. It's got really great music on there. Anytime you go there, and she's usually there, and she'll talk to you, say hi to you and stuff like that. So check out Sable's channel there. Going hard on that, which is good. Glad to see that your channel is working out for you well. He's hungry, yeah. But I don't think I'm going to go in the restaurant. I think I'm just going to, well, maybe I could. I could go in the restaurant. Maybe I should. Let's see, 2-hour parking here. Maybe if I go into the restaurant, I could grab a bite to eat. That would be good. Hang on a second here. Okay, I'm going to take my camera off the tripod and put it on my gimbal. Okay, so hang on a second here. Stand by. Okay, so here's my gimbal. Okay, what is a gimbal? Okay, a gimbal is a device that you put a camera on so that your camera will rotate and then be in the exact right spot. And what happens is I put the camera in this piece here, I turn it on, and it magically goes whoop, and it straightens out the camera, and you look perfect, right? It's always in balance. I can turn this whatever way I want, and that frickin' thing on top always stays the same way. Okay, so I haven't used this in a while, and what I'm going to do is take the phone off of this. So this is going to be jiggly for half a minute here. Hang on a second. Got to unhook the phone from the tripod. Now, to show you what the tripod was that I was using, oops, I just pushed the button here on my phone. This is the tripod that I was using right here. So I had the phone on this little bit here, and there's your, this is a video tripod, so it's got this handle like for doing video, and then the legs on that tripod. So this is what I was using the whole time so far. It was just a standard tripod with that phone mount on the top there. But we're going to put that aside, and we're going to put the phone in this device here. So stand by with that. Just let me get it in the right spot. The only problem with putting these phones in these devices is that it sometimes will push the buttons and then it'll dial 911. And when it dials 911, we're screwed. Okay, let me see if this actually works here. How do you turn it on here now? Oh, here we go. It's turning on now. There we go. Oh, and we turn the right direction here too. Okay, there we go. So we're good. We're good to go. So let me get in this restaurant here, and we'll go and see what's going on. Stand by for action. Let me just get the keys. I don't want to lock my keys in the car here, so keys out. Oh, hang on. I'm wearing this oil, I love oil gas t-shirt here. Hang on. Let me take this off. So I'm going to go into the thing here now. Hang on. Let me just take this off. Okay. Because the rally is finished. And now I'm just going into a restaurant. Okay. You got the deal. The plan stand. You got the plan stand. Okay. So this is it. We're going in. Let's go into the restaurant. Let's see what's going on here.
good to go. Let me just cross the street here. Dun, 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 dun. Okay, don't dox me. Don't dox me, okay? Let's see if this thing is. Hey, how's the tripod here working? How's the gimbal working? Working okay? Oops. Let's see. Elaine and Dot in there. Hello, Tommy. Hey, how you doing there? Elaine and Dot, good to see you. We're what you call IRL streaming here in real life. In real life. Hey, look, we got some guys on here. They want to be on our video. Hey, guys, how you doing? You're live. What's happening? Okay, those guys weren't too talkative. They were more into not talking, especially to me. Hey, this thing is going wonky here. Hang on. It's turning the wrong direction. There we go. Now it's on me. Now just go up a little bit. There we go. We're good. Okay, I'm going to hide the current comment. Reagan machine is there. Yeah, those guys didn't want to talk to me. They're like camera shy, you know. Camera shy people don't want to be on camera. So we'll just go into this restaurant here and see what they say. Looks like there's a lot of people here, so looks like a pretty popular restaurant. It's really popular. I'll see if they allow me to sit at a table and do my little video in here. Looks really popular. But if they say no, then I'll just walk out. Oh, look at it. It's beautiful in here. It's looking nice. It's really cool. And I'm in this area here too. Oh, look at, they've got lots of forest cakes and stuff like that in here. Some salads, egg salad. I should go around on here so you can show you what's going on here. Egg salad looks good for $8. Basil pesto salad. I might just get that salad. Hey guys. Yeah, maybe I'll get a salad. Hey, how's it going? Hey, can I video in your store here? Yeah. You're okay? Yeah, I'm just putting the video on me. Oh, no problem. Hey, I'd like to get that salad. There's that basil salad that's on there. Give me that and maybe a coffee with double cream, double sugar. And that'll do it for me.
You do have your cream and sugar on this side.
Oh, so I could put it on? Okay. That sounds good. Just hang on.
And which salad was
it? It was the first one there. Basil salad? I think it said. I'm not sure. But you got the egg salad and then the basil salad. So I'll have that one. Uh-oh. Uh-oh, I'm in trouble. Because I didn't bring my wallet. Which is a bad thing. So I don't know what to say about that. Other than you put it in there already and I can't buy it. So I'll leave. I'll have to go. If I have my wallet in my car, I'll bring it right back. Okay. Uh-oh, we're in trouble here now. Because it was a case where I didn't have my wallet with me, which is not a good thing. That's not good. It's actually bad. I'm trying to think of when I last pulled my wallet out. And I never pull my wallet out ever. You know, that's bad because Queenie lost her wallet today. And now I lost my wallet. And that's a pretty serious situation. So I got to find my wallet now. That's going to be my number one thing. I went into the restaurant. The guy said, yeah, you can video in the restaurant. Not a problem. So I could very well be sitting in there eating right now if I had some money. But what the hell happened to my wallet? What was I doing with it? Oh, man. If I lost my wallet, that'd be a bad thing. Okay, I'm going to cut the stream and I got to find my wallet. And we'll see you guys next time I go live. Thanks a lot for being part of the stream and being being great supporters of the stream here and appreciate it. But I'm going to have to find that wallet. That's the most important thing there, okay? So I'll see you guys later. Take care. Stay out of trouble. If you can't stay out of trouble, yeah, lose your wallet, okay? Because in between Queenie and I, somebody's going to be pretty rich today. See you later.